Hi students, welcome to yet another session of my class. We are discussing poem Possibilities by Wisława Szymborska. Let us discuss the meaning and explanation of the poem Possibilities. Yes, yesterday or in the previous class I told you this poem, that is Possibilities, is noted for its simplicity and directness. Look at the poem, look at the lines here. I prefer movies, I prefer cats. That is, here she is trying to express her preferences in a simple way. That is, this particular poem is noted for its simplicity and directness. At the same time, it points to deep philosophical reflections. Yes. At the same time, this poem reflects some deep philosophical reflections. That is, the power of the poem comes from the repetition of the word prefer. It stresses that all love involves a choice. Yes, I prefer movies. That means in front of me, there are so many other choices, but I prefer movies. So, in this particular poem, there is a deep philosophical meaning is embedded. The power of the poem comes from the repetition of the word prefer. And it stresses that all love, all preferences, all love involves a choice, which implies that there is always a need to give up love, loving something else. That means turning to something always involves turning away from many other possibilities. We have so many possibilities in front of us in our day-to-day life. And here, the responsibility lies in deciding, that is, what decision we will take in particular situations or in our life or in our day-to-day life. And here, Szymborska's reflections are prompted not by any abstract ideas like any type of feelings or fear or something like that, but she is trying to express all these preferences by concrete and ordinary experiences. Then look at the poem. First of all, I read the first stanza and then I will explain you. I prefer movies. I prefer cats. I prefer the ox along the water. I prefer Dickens to Dostoevsky. I prefer myself liking people to myself loving mankind. I prefer keeping a needle and thread on hand just in case. I prefer the color green. Yes, here I gives importance to the individuality of the speaker. I prefer movies. Here throughout the poem we can that repetition. I prefer. So I gives importance to the individuality of the speaker. And here it is the movie she likes. I prefer movies. It is the movie she likes, but anything else. That means in front of her there are so many other choices like play or theatrical performances or opera or ballad or a drama, dramatic performance, etc. There's so many choices or possibilities in front of her, but she prefer movies. But she likes movies and nothing among the others. Then I prefer cats. Yes, next she is saying that she prefers cats. She likes cats, not a dog or a bird or something like that. She likes cats. From these lines, we get some inner meanings. That is, I prefer cats. That means she's through these ordinary experiences, she is trying to express some inner meanings also. That is, studies are saying that these people will be unconventional. What is the difference between in the attitude of cat and the dog? It is dog is always loyal or obedient to his master, but cats are not. They are not so much obedient or so much loyal to their master. They do whatever they like, not like dogs. So I prefer cats. There is an inner meaning or inner implications in that line, that is, these people will be unconventional thinking. That is, they are not ready to accept all the things that is existing. And these people are trying to break away from the existing belief or tradition. That is unconventional thinking and actions. I prefer cats. That means she is like that. Her thinking is unconventional tone, and she is not ready to accept the or not blindly accept the things that is already existing. That's what that she is trying to express through her preferences. I prefer cats. I prefer the ox along the water. Yes, I prefer the ox along the water. That means I prefer the nature in Poland. I already told you she is a Polish writer. So I prefer the nature in Poland to the nature which we have read in English literature. That means there are so many places that have mentioned in our literary texts, but she prefers she prefers the nature in Poland to the nature which we have read in English literature, or which we have read in other literary texts. That means Vata is the name of a river in Poland, and it shows that the poet is Polish and she is proud of her country. And moreover, in a more concrete way, she is trying to express, and she prefers the things that she can sense or she can feel in front of her. That is, uh, her surroundings, her environment, her own motherland. Other than, there are so many possibilities in front of her. That is, so many other wonderful places are there in our literary text or in our movies or something like that. But I prefer the ox along the water. That is, I'm proud of my country, and I want to experience the things or the nature that I can, yes, sense. And I prefer Dickens to Dostoevsky. This Charles Dickens, you all know that, was a famous Victorian writer. That is, was an English writer and a socialist, and moreover, was a famous Victorian, yes, writer. And his famous works, you all know, Oliver Twist, Christmas Carol, Great Expectations, David Copperfield, etc. I prefer Dickens to Dostoevsky, Fyodor Dostoevsky. He was a Russian novelist and famous for his world famous novel, that is Crime and Punishment. But she prefers Dickens, that is Dickens writings. The important characteristics of Dickens writings is he is writing about the ordinary things and the problems, or he is trying to portray the ordinary people or the problems or the society, etc. And she prefers Dickens to Fyodor Dostoevsky. That is, this Dostoevsky was a Russian writer, but I prefer his readings, Dickens readings, not readings, Dickens writings, because she thinks that he is much closer to the society. Through his writings, he is trying to express those people, that is, ordinary people in the society, their problems, their thinkings, their experience, or their life, he is trying to express in his writings. So I prefer, that is, she prefers Dickens, that is, his Dickens writings to Dostoevsky. Then I prefer myself liking people to myself loving mankind. Here, Simboska shows herself as a humanist. I prefer myself liking people to myself loving mankind. This lines expresses the poet's particular belief that individuals are both unique and real. Yes, we all know that there are individual differences that is, I'm entirely different from you. That is you children. Uh, in the case of taste, then appearance, then thinking, attitude, everything we are different. So each individual is different from one another. That is individuality. Individual differences are there. And here she shows himself as a humanist. And in these lines, she is trying to express that particular belief that individuals are both unique and real, and that each one of them must be accorded the attention and importance that they deserve. I prefer myself liking people, that is, I prefer to love people, not of mankind, or to myself loving mankind. That is, mankind, that is a term that we can apply to the whole humanity. That is, humanity as a whole, that we can term it as mankind. But she prefers people, that is, individual people. I prefer myself liking people to myself loving mankind. That is, I prefer liking people to mankind. That means, yes, through these lines, she is trying to emphasize that unique and real individuality, and that each one of them is different from one another, and moreover, each one of them must be accorded, must be accorded the attention and importance that they deserve. Yes, humanity, that is, people, each individual has its own identity, individuality, dignity, that human dignity. So she gives much importance to that human dignity, that individuality. Each and everyone should be respected in this world. Each and everyone is different from one another, and each one has his or her own qualities or individual identity or human dignity. So I prefer to like people to mankind. Then I prefer keeping a needle and thread on hand just in case. Yes, that means I prefer keeping a needle and thread on hand. That means she is someone who is well prepared. A needle and thread on hand. That means that is each and every moment of our life we should expect something will happen. So she is always expecting uh, that thing. That is, she is someone who is well prepared to face anything. I prefer keeping a needle and thread on hand just in case. That means I'm always expecting something will happen in future or in the next moment of my life. So I'm always that she's someone who is well prepared to face anything in her life. I prefer keeping a needle and thread. That is, she is always vigilant and alert and conscious to face what is going on in her life. Then I prefer the color green. Yes, in front of her there are so many choices, that is, other colors like red, blue, black, white. Yes, there are so many colors, but I prefer the color green. I like green. Why? Because green is the color of nature. It represents a rebirth, rejuvenation, etc. So I prefer the color green, just loosely attached to nature. It is an color of the nature. Then look at the second stanza. I prefer not to maintain that a reason is to blame for everything. I prefer exceptions. I prefer to leave early. Yes, I prefer not to maintain that reason is to blame for everything. Yes, she is not interested to believe the typical beliefs which the majority maintains. Yes, that is our society, that is majority people maintains the existing belief or the traditional beliefs that is existing in our society. So she is now a speaker. She is not interested to believe that typical beliefs which the majority maintains or believes that there will be a reason for everything. If something happened to my life, we always blame that is it is because of fate, or the reason will be it's a god, the behind this problem is god. That is, there will be a reason for everything. We always blaming that, and the reason always will be god. It will be, we always equate those things with our fate or destiny or god, etc. And she is not interested to believe those typical beliefs that is existing in our society or majority people maintain, which the majority maintains. Yes, we all know that. I, you, and all majority people in the society, they believe that yes, it is because of fate. So the reason behind this problem is God, or God is the God is it is because of fate or destiny. But she is not interested to believe those traditional beliefs or something like that. That there will be a reason for everything. Uh, and most of the people that is blame that the reason always will be God. And she considers it as the opposite. So reasoning or knowing the society is irrational. She considers it as the opposite. So reasoning or knowing the society is irrational. Irrational means not logical or reasonable. According to her viewpoint, this thinking is irrational. That is the blaming on God, or the belief, the blind belief of upon faith, etc. She emphasizes that this thinking is irrational. Irrational means not logical or reasonable. She considers it as the opposite. I prefer not to maintain that reason is to blame for everything. That means this thinking or this blaming or this belief is irrational. First of all, try to understand the root cause thinking, or try to find out the exact cause or root cause behind those problems. And first to try to know the society. She is talking on religion or some kind of irrational thoughts that runs among the society. Yes, we all know that. It is maybe it is a part of a religious thinking or something like that. That is, she is talking on religion or some kind of irrational thoughts that runs among the society. But she emphasizes that I prefer not to maintain that reason. I believe in what I believe in rational thinking, reason, logical thinking, and not to maintain those traditional beliefs that the reason always will be the reason behind this problem is God, or blaming on God or fate or something like that. That thinking is irrational or not reasonable or logical, according to her. So she is talking on religion or some kind of irrational thoughts that runs among the society. Then I prefer exceptions. I prefer to leave early. Yes, she is against boundaries. I prefer exceptions. Yes, we all know that there are so many exceptions. So many restrictions or boundaries exist in our society. That is, there are societal norms or ideologies. That is, she is against those boundaries or restrictions and restricting ideologies of the society. I prefer exceptions. I want freedom, or I want to break those boundaries or existing ideologies of the society. She is against boundaries and restricting ideologies of the society, and I prefer to leave early. She is against the unwanted norms of the society. We all know that there are so many boundaries, so many restrictions that is existing in our society. But this Bislava Simbuska, she preferred exceptions. I don't like those type boundaries or restrictions. I want to, yes, move beyond. She is against those boundaries and restricting ideologies of the society, and she is against the unwanted norms of the society. Norms means something that is usual, typical, or standard. There are some typical or standard norms that is existing in the society. For example, in the case of the behavior of women, there are so many, yes, traditional beliefs or norms that is existing in the case of, yes, in existing in the society. And once again, she is showing that she is unconventional. Yes, in the earlier, in the previous stanza, yes, we already got the notion that she is unconventional in thinking. And once again, she is emphasizing that. Yes, once again, we get that notion that is she is showing that she is unconventional or unusual. That is, she is not, yes, she does not like to live within those strict boundaries or restrictions. She is unconventional or unusual. I prefer to live. I prefer talking to doctors about something else. Yes. She prefers to have a discussion with the doctor on something else. Something else means normally the word doctor is associated with the patients, diseases, etc. But I prefer talking to doctors about something else. Among this doctors or that community, there are so many teachers, that is for teaching medical students, etc. I prefer talking to doctors about something else other than this disease or patients. I want to, she prefers to have a discussion with the doctor on something else other than of diseases. Here we can also say that she is giving more importance to the mentally complex state of an individual. Yes, doctors. That is, I prefer talking to doctors about something else means other than the physical diseases. She prefers to discuss with the doctors about the mentality of the society or the mindset of the people or something like that. The mental state or mental complex state of an individual. I prefer talking to doctors about something else. Then I prefer the old fine-lined illustrations. I prefer the absurdity of writing poems to the absurdity of not writing poems. Yes, when the world considers writing poetry is something absurd, I consider it is not. I prefer the absurdity of writing poems to the absurdity of not writing poems. Yes, in the previous poem, that is not towards a poem that can never be written in that particular poem. Yes, Margaret Atwood. Yes, we saw that. Yes, she also emphasized writers to write poems. And throughout the world, there will be so many movements or absurdities that is existing in the world on society of writing poems. I prefer the absurdity of writing poems, but I like to write poems, even though there are so many problems or restrictions that is existing in the society. So when the world considers writing poetry is something absurd, yes. So this world itself considers that writing poetry or expressing truth or the expression of true reality of the society, it is something absurd. But I consider it is not. I prefer the absurdity of writing poems to the absurdity of not writing poems. As an individual, I would like to interfere in the problems of the society. We all know that literature itself is the reflection of the society. Through literature, yes, the poet or the writers, they are trying to show the true realities that is existing in the society. It is life. Literature itself is a reflection of society. Moreover, it is a reflection of life, culture, etc. So as an individual, I would like to write poems. I would like to interfere in the problems of the society. Through writings means it is the documentation of that age or that society. Through their writings, they are trying to express or document those realities that existing in the society. So as an individual, it is my freedom or it is my preference. I would like to interfere in the problems of the society. I would like to express those realities to the readers through my writings. I prefer where love is concerned. Non-specific anniversaries that can be celebrated every day. Yes, she preferred natural, unstructured, and genuine manner. I prefer where love is concerned. Yes, I prefer natural or genuine celebrations or unstructured and genuine in a genuine manner. Non-specific anniversary. We all know that nowadays there is a trend that each and everything is celebrated. Celebration, it's a part of society. Even the minor thing is celebrated and even put through social medias, etc. So I prefer where love is concerned. I prefer those genuine or unstructured, natural love or natural celebrations, genuine celebrations. I prefer genuine love that can be celebrated every day. I prefer where love is concerned, non-specific anniversaries that can be celebrated. We all know that each and everything is celebrated in our society, even the minor thing. But I don't consider such type of non-specific anniversaries that can be celebrated every day, but I prefer where love is concerned. I prefer true celebrations. True celebrations in the sense means true love without any structure or without any hypocrisy or without any pretensions. That is, she preferred natural, unstructured, and in a genuine manner. I prefer moralists who promise me nothing. Here, the word moralist can be a person who is concerned with the moral principles. I prefer moralists who promise me nothing. That is, here the word moralist can be a person who is concerned with the moral principles, but she is against the conventional mindset, arguably contained by the majority of the people in the society. I already told you in the previous stanza that is, she is away from the existing belief. That is, she is against the conventional mindset, arguably contained by the majority of the people in the society, and she is saying that they originally gives us nothing. I prefer moralists who promise me nothing. I don't believe in the conventional mindset or the we all know that there are so many great philosophers or writers who preach so many things, etc. And at the same time, there are so many, that is, along with these great philosophers, there are so many other ordinary people lived in their ages, but they did not notice. So I prefer moralists who promise me nothing, and uh, certain moralist means the people, a person who is concerned with the moral principles, and they establish certain moral principles that is existing in the society or that is part of our traditional faith or the uh, conventional thinking, etc. But she is against that conventional mindset, arguably contained by the majority of the people in the society. As majority of the people following that conventional mindset or that existing belief, that traditional belief, she is she is saying that they originally give us nothing. She is emphasizing that these moralists or through their um, writings or their principles, we did not get nothing. She's saying that they originally give us nothing, then what is in the meaning to believe in them? She is asking. I prefer moralists who promise me nothing. That is, she is away from the conventional thinking, and she also with the in these lines there is an inner implication. She also wants to look into the life of the ordinary people also. There is that these great moralists along with their that is when we consider the life period or the of those moralists, that is the historic history. When we consider the history, that is the life period of that moralist. At the same time, along with that moralist, there are so many other unnoticed ordinary people lived during that period. So she is saying that they originally give us nothing. These principles, these moralities or moral principles, they originally give us nothing. Then what is in the meaning to believe in them? So she prefer moralists who promise me nothing. She is against those conventional mindsets or establishing faith, etc. I think all of you understand the first two stanzas of this particular poem, and there is a homework for you, and the homework is write a critical summary of the first two stanzas of the poem possibilities. Write your homework and send back to me. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you again.